you doing today? In the previous video on talent and effort, we have talked about few studies that are done on impact of intelligence on achievements, how talent is developed, how much effort one must put. Is talent the only thing, and how is talent linked to effort? Why people don't get results even after putting lot of efforts. In this video, we will talk about deliberate practice. In other words, we can call it as the procedure one must follow to build expertise. Ericsson, in his book Peak, mentions that the difference between experts and average performers is not talent but practice. He talks about research conducted by Berlin Music Academy found that people who became elite violinists practiced around 10,000 hours, whereas the average performers practiced around 5,000 hours. When we decide to improve in any skill, we need to divide it into smaller parts and define the improvement plan to each part. Then with complete dedication and effort, we need to work on those aspects. Let us see the steps in detail. Number 1. Choose a well-defined goal with different levels. We can understand this from a video game. Every level has an objective, and as we move up the levels, it becomes more tougher. Similarly, your practice and work session should be based on the goals. These have to be achievable in such a way that you can taste small achievements and get encouragement to continue further. For example, if you want to build expertise in coding, you need to have understanding of what level you want to build the expertise and define the goals for each level. Get feedback. When we play video games, we get to know what mistakes we made, why we fail in each level, how to overcome them and move to the next level. This is why people love playing video games. Similarly, if we focus on taking feedback and improvements, we can make progress faster. Number 2, push yourself. Deliberate practice can be very intense and we have to move out of our comfort zone. It can also be very tiresome, but to improve and move ahead, we need to push ourselves. Number 3, get expert advice. We can improve faster if we can get advice from people who achieved great things in the field we are trying to improve on. If you don't get direct access to the experts, then you can identify and spend time on doing some research and follow similar patterns how the experts do it. For the example of becoming good at programming, they can follow the experts on open source coding platforms and observe what is their approach and how they did the programming. Number 4, this is a continuous process. Remember, the main idea is one can become world-class expert in their field when they spend 10,000 hours. And this is a continuous process. One has to dedicate and stay focused throughout the journey. Let me give you a couple of examples. Roger Federer, one of the most successful tennis players, he has won 20 Grand Slam titles, the most by any male player. Out of these, he has won 3 titles at the age of 37 when most of the players retire from professional tennis. And most of the top professionals who win titles achieve at the average age of around 27 years. He has held number 1 spot on ATP rankings 5 times and continuously ranked in top 10 from the year 2002 to 2016. At the age of 36, he returned to tennis after a surgery and won 3 titles. He credits this achievement to the kind of practice routine he follows and training and recovery. Next example is about Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. He shared this example in a couple of interviews. Before the test series against Australia in 1998 to face Shane Warne for the first time in India on turning pitches, Sachin asked Lakshman Sriramkrishnan and Anil Kumble to ball him outside leg stump and help him practice hitting them against the spin and paddle sweep of rough. Shane Warne, who troubled many world-class batsmen with his outside leg stump deliveries, Sachin, with his practice, faced it with ease. During his long career of 24 years, Sachin faced many challenges, but he had come up with unique ideas of practice on how to tackle with these challenges. His practice elevated him to such a level that he could anticipate where the bowler will bowl the next delivery. It is not just talent that keeps someone at the top of the game for 24 years. His passion, dedication and continuous practice throughout his career helped him achieve what he achieved. If you are wondering that you don't know if you have talent in some field or not, and whether you can build expertise or not. That is not an important question. You will definitely gain talent once you show interest in some field and start taking some actions and enjoy what you do. If you decide to spend 10,000 hours in any field or any skill, let it be programming or sports or arts or teaching or any profession, one can become an expert at world class level with deliberate practice of 10,000 hours. Next aspect is, what is not deliberate practice? Mindless repetition is not deliberate practice. Without paying attention, doing the same work, we cannot become expert. We do a lot of things in our daily life and we don't become expert in all those areas. For example, we speak a lot without paying much attention, and then we don't become an expert in speaking. Now, will everybody become successful through deliberate practice? According to Brooke McMara, they have concluded 88 research studies if deliberate practice is related to improvement of skill, but it is not everything. For the games like chess, where thinking and strategy are required, deliberate practice accounts to 26% of the success. Similarly, 21% in music, and in the sports it is 18%. The remaining aspects are mental toughness, environment, passion, and other few factors that are responsible. Then how deliberate practice can help you is, if you are in top 10% in any field and if you want to move up to top 1%, then deliberate practice will help you. According to Anders Ericsson, who is internationally recognized as a researcher in psychological nature of expertise and human performance, mentions that excellence demands effort, planned and deliberate practice with increasing difficulty. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon in the next video with another topic.